Alright guys, welcome to Shifu. So this is my PMR and I installed the TechT bolt and I haven't changed the setting, so it's still sitting at 22 dwell and whatever pressure it was sitting at when I had the QEV installed. What I'm going to see is if there's any FPS change on the gun with also using reballs so that I can be a little consistent on what I use in terms of how I test the efficiency on this. So what we're going to do is we're going to essentially chronograph this gun. Gotta get my chrono. Alright, got my chronograph. And first thing we're going to do, the gun currently does have ABS turned on, so the first shot will be a little higher in terms of FPS. Just aired up the gun, going to turn it on. It's on, going to turn on the popper. And we got a ball in. Perfect. So, we're going to fire a couple shots, test the chronograph it and see what it's shooting at and adjust the rate accordingly. 346. Okay, that's the one with ABS. Let's see what it shoots at afterwards. .339.
It's pretty consistent.
340. It's consistent, but it's really high. That was a 60 FPS jump just by installing the bolt. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the reg in just to lower the pressure.
What's that for? Have you seen any difference between shooting reballs and regular paintballs?
No.
No. Huh.
I actually shot paintballs with this gun, and it was chronoing at 355. So it's about a 5 FPS difference. I thought it would be a little more grabby with reballs, but apparently it's not. But then again, the amount of force behind these things probably makes that the amount of friction inconsequential. So we're going to try this again. 340, 320, 325, 330. Still high. That was a half a turn, so I'm going to actually bring it down another half turn. Get a clearing shot. .293. 295. 305. 298. 307. It's still a little bit too high because it's breaking 300. I'm going to bring it down another quarter turn. So I'm going to do a clearing shot. And 295. 289, 290, 286, 292. That's pretty good for most outdoor fields, so I'm going to keep it at that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tune the gun to see what the lowest dwell I can shoot this at. Is only because the bolt is supposed to lower pressure and dwell. Now that we got it at a good velocity, we want to make sure we tune it to the dwell now. Alright? So I'll be right back once I get this this grip panel taken off. So I got the grip panel open. I'm going to turn it on to configuration mode and going to turn this thing on. Since I know the dwell is set at 22, I'm going to bring it down to 20 and see what happens. That's 20. Gonna take it off configuration mode. It's saved. It's green now. There's a ball in it. So I'm gonna chrono it, see if it shoots. .289. 283. 292. 278. 289. 293. It looks like it got a little more inconsistent, so we're gonna bring it down just a little more. See what we can actually get it at. Gonna turn it back to configuration mode. Gonna turn the marker off. Turn it back on. And I'm gonna bring it down to 19 this time. Alright, gonna turn it off configuration mode, let it save, now it's green, and gonna chrono it. .287, 294, 286, 278, 297. It's getting more inconsistent, but what I'm interested in finding out is how low the dwell can go and this thing continue to shoot. So we're going to bring it down to 17. Letting that save, and gonna save it. It's green. Gonna clear the shot first. Alright, it looks like it's not firing at 17. So we're gonna try to bring it up. Bring it back to 18. Configuration mode, gotta turn it off. Turn it back on. Hit the dwell. Alright, we're at 18. Gonna turn it off configuration mode. Solid green. Got a reball in it. Gonna do a clearing shot. That didn't sound so good. But it is firing. Let's see what it's firing at. 282. 275. And it didn't fire. 170. Very inconsistent. Let's bring it to 19. See if that makes it any better. Gonna take it off configuration mode one more time. Saved. And let's clear the shot. Looks like it's very consistent, at least by sound. 280, 288, 171, 292, 280. It's actually quite consistent at 280, even down here at 19. So before, the inconsistency could have been due to the higher dwell. I'm going to fire a couple more chrono shots and see what this thing is shooting at. 297, 297, 272, 295, 295, 270, 273, 294. It's actually more consistent down here at 19 than it was at 22. I'm getting more consistent velocity readings at plus or minus 2, with the occasional velocity readings at 270, but those are consistent too. Those are always at 270, 272, which were also plus or minus 2. That could be due to the grabbier nature of the reballs. So the final test on this would be using real paintballs, which are smoother. But we have to get fresh paintballs for that. So I'm going to keep it at 19 since this thing seems to be very consistent here at 19. Okay? Thanks for watching, guys.